go on YouTube, it's worse because they
Oh,
record
yeah.
it. That's
But
right there.
sometimes they
You
don't
can't
go
hear.
up.
But can
I
you
looked for
too?
one of our meetings and I couldn't find it on the
What?
website.
I think that's the sound of it.
When you look it up, listen.
Tell me.
Yeah,
How-
it's a playlist you have for your committee on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah, I can send it
Okay.
to you.
Oh, you're saying to rewatch and take in
Yeah,
add
because
some.
everything's recorded.
Yeah,
That's
because I
right.
only could find like some of the videos. It was weird. Maybe it was showing up weird.
No,
Okay,
it's just,
I'll look again.
What
You guys will transfer it now.
I read it just.
Okay, so we're good on
Copy and
the.
paste and
I
report.
think I went to a YouTube scene. I found one for 10 years ago. It's just still going.
Alright, so everybody check these notes and let me know if I forgot anything.
Seems that's what we discussed too much.
I know, it's a long time ago.
Does this feel like, yeah, oh, I wasn't here for this.
Oh yeah, you were not here.
I was not here for this.
Well,
Update any.
It seems like it happens.
Yeah, this looks good to me, yeah. Yeah, I have no changes.
Okay, no changes?
Nope.
Okay, beautiful. Alright, let's check out maybe did everybody get a chance to look at our work?
I
Is
actually.
Oh, I didn't see that.
No,
Road?
I was gonna email.
That's
I
one
have
down
this.
there. Let me go get another one.
Oh,
How
it's
do we
good.
get this accessible online?
We need a link.
QR link. We're trying to work on putting it on the website.
I have the flyer, the virtual flyer, but it's more so if I wanna share it to people on their phone, like post it, like,
There's
They
nothing more
can't
maddening than they're like trying to figure out.
I know.
Yeah,
It's borrowing someone's phone
Yeah, and
to
it's
scan
scanning
into
it.
it, it's like, no.
Dante said it's on.
I keep looking, I look under the resources.
Also, it should just, as a, as
Even
a
on
factor,
here.
no, he just it said should they're always working on be, it. like,
Oh, you're working on
underneath
it?
the QR.
We'll put it on the
Yeah.
website.
And
if
There
you
is
can
a
do a
website
visual,
called
right,
Canva.
where it's just
Yeah,
like-
right.
But
We're
trying, we're
talking
talking about on the CB9
Yeah, that's what we're working on.
That's the
Yeah,
the
exactly.
only update I think,
Do you
Well,
have
that
the
makes
link
sense.
for it? If you have the link, you can just text it to people.
You know what,
I don't
that's
know the-
actually a good idea.
Oh, I have to
But
go.
it should be on the
It
flyer
should
too,
just-
right there,
Yeah, it
scan.
should be on the flyer.
Yeah, if you open up your
Then I
camera,
can get the link from there.
yeah,
Okay.
camera, it's shot and then it'll pop up.
Okay, I can get it from there. But I do agree it should be here, cause if people are looking at it, on their phone, they can't see the QR code.
Yeah.
And if you do a
Bit.ly,
bit.ly,
the
then you
shorter.
only have to remember like 4
Yeah.
characters or something.
Okay. So we'll add like a bit.ly.
And also, can we get, copies of these?
Yes.
Yes.
So we can start to put them
Put
in
'em
the
out.
shops?
Okay.
Do you guys think we should do them smaller?
Yeah,
We
a
need
small, oh, you can that.
we need
Like half page?
sticker.
Yeah, it was the square one, and you
Stickers
can
would
see
be
that
cute.
sticker.
We need stickers like this,
Yeah.
just
It's good,
this,
big.
and then there's a header that says CB9 small business, whatever.
Yeah.
Shop
So that
small.
you can
Okay.
put everywhere
Everywhere.
and on those signs and other stuff everywhere,
I
yeah.
think that's a good idea.
When
I
the
love, I'm
decals
a
may
sticker
be
person, like.
Yeah.
more approachable
Oh,
to the
that's
actual
good.
businesses
Oh,
than
really nice.
stickers.
Yeah,
Window
flyers.
decals.
Not
No
no
window
window
decals.
decals for the business, and it's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I would say, like,
Yes,
Instead of.
sooner.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Alright, let me ask Dante about window
Yeah.
decals, stickers, and half-page prints.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
quarter
The, like,
pages
stick with
that
the
are sent to-
Quarter
Yeah,
page?
it's,
Like, you could
working.
just do this
Yeah.
before.
Okay,
that
okay,
would be
cool. Great.
Yeah.
Can we get to it? Oh, he's getting to it. No. He's gonna show us from here, but I mean, we can all go to it from our phones.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the colors are beautiful, so
Yeah, it looks good.
very nice. Yeah.
Good job.
We're just gonna have to update it like,
Yeah.
Hella.
Yeah, something, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but we're gonna get the interns to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I think the big update should be, is when the interns.
yeah.
Once a
Summer.
quarter, right? Are we saying
Yeah.
that, like once a quarter?
We're saying that, okay,
We
so,
can do our part, but then they can.
For the last quarter,
They're in the
Q3.
summer.
Yeah.
It's like Q3. Oh, I start from January.
So they'll probably come over the summer, I would assume.
Yeah.
Could we
We
do
can always add to the document too. We see new businesses come and leave. Maybe we do like a color, like green means new and red means
Gone.
Yeah, I mean, things is updated to give you like a master, like,
There's an Excel document
yeah,
that
can use
we,
updated, like, no, like, what we do on Yelp, just what it change, is no longer, it's not permanently,
Yeah, all
Like-
that's in Excel though, right? Like in the Excel document.
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, where you know, like, okay, closed or whatever,
Yeah.
you know.
Those permanently, you
Yeah.
know. okay.
yeah. But if we wanna add to that sheet, you can always,
Yeah,
Mhm.
we can wait for
Now?
it.
Label.
yeah, it might be helpful.
Who created the site?
Yeah, I mean, this is a bar. It's done.
Straight up
I mean-
star.
Amazing. I was like,
It's I'm still like, oh my gosh,
This is good.
Squarespace would have been better, but that
No,
keep
it's
in mind
good.
it's the free. You can't do separate pages and all is on one or whatever. Like so, there's some limitations
No, but it
that
does,
make
I
the
mean,
format,
Yeah.
challenging.
and it's done.
Let's
talk about that.
Yeah.
No, this
it's
is
done in one
awesome.
week
Yeah.
and we'll
I'm
call
glad
it.
you guys are.
We'll call it.
Yeah,
It's
great.
The only thing that I have, and I apologize because I wasn't here for the last two meetings, but the only thing I would add is just.
Doesn't matter.
Well,
Doesn't matter.
I think if you're not as immersed in this as everyone here is, then like I look and I see Flatbush and I'm like, oh, Flatbush, like that's where I live, right? And it's not clear that these are
Yeah, Flatbush
other
Street.
ones.
corridors,
Okay, yeah.
right? So if we could have maybe an intro that says like, this is separated by
Right.
Like we're
avenue.
underneath where it says business
just scroll
listing
down through your
separated by
corridor.
corridor.
Corridor is just also like an internal term, right? Like
Well,
most-
that is what it is, really.
Right, but the
Avenue.
average
The
Joe's,
avenues,
right, oh,
right.
what corridor, right? It's like, these are the commercial streets.
Yeah.
Commercial.
Yeah.
This is not divided by
Yeah.
neighborhood, this is
Right.
divided by avenue,
Yes, just scroll
whatever.
down.
Or even adding at, right? It's like Flatbush Kingston, right? Flatbush Ave, whatever, like just, it feels like at first, it's not, that feels like, yeah, I would stop at Flatbush and be like, oh, this is
I
right.
mean, I go into an Empire too. Is Empire or
Oh, I see what you're saying.
is Empire
Yeah,
or
it
Smith
has all
too?
of the north-south streets, but it doesn't, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, is
Yes,
Empire?
I
I did a
believe
post
the
office.
south
I
side is.
did a post office.
I'm happy.
I mean, we
Uh,
definitely need to make additions. We need to do Washington, we need to
Yeah.
do Empire,
Yeah,
we need to do
Empire, you do the post office.
Albany.
You got some businesses. I know you have over storages. Over
There's like
servers. I
that
did
yoga place, I mean, the skate yogi,
supermarket.
Oh, yeah.
McDonald's.
that little like strip
Okay,
mall
there.
right
Over
there.
on Bedford, right?
Yeah.
At Empire?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking
So
about.
there
What
are
was
like a
that?
few other
It's like the
corridors we
Mediterranean.
do need to add, but we
What
can
was that?
add the
What was that?
language
On
easily.
Empire, like
So
Bedford,
what do you
What was
guys
that?
wanna
I'll
add?
send a blurb and you guys.
The shopping plaza right there.
Favorite food?
Did we got Western beef on
Takes
here?
really
Yeah, that's true.
Beef
The Western Beef, and then the McDonald's.
What about like that little?
Then
strip
there
off
was some
Central
stores
Park
like
by
African
you?
store.
That I added.
So we need
I
like
put
a
it on
pasta
the
strip.
I think if we're gonna have the.
But is this focusing
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
small
the one on Empire
businesses?
too.
Those been in Empire.
Yeah,
There's
that
only
one,
one
that one,
big
it's always
store.
like,
It's like having
okay.
someone from
Just
Natalie.
those-
It's cheap, but I
don't
it's
know.
nice
You
fish.
said it's big in there.
Yeah.
They're not doing that.
They're not
Yeah.
doing
Well,
these
we should
major
go.
names.
No, we should focus on the small
No,
businesses.
that's not.
There's some small businesses on
Yeah, yeah,
Empire
that's
too.
what we should be focusing on.
I mean,
It is a
that's
small
also-
business.
But you said, oh, so Flatbush and Park.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Clarkson is part of our district?
No, like we're
Not
saying, like
that
not
side,
including
that
like
side.
Western Beef or McDonald's
Right,
on
but
like
there's like
Empire
a-
because it's not technically a small business.
Around the corner
Yeah, I
there,
think-
there's like a,
There's some small businesses, just because
I'm just
McDonald's.
thinking
I think those
It's a
are.
good restaurant, I
Well, I'm
think.
smoking it, so,
What on
Like add.
It's a small business only, right?
I was like, on here, it's definitely just like, we're just doing.
Yeah,
business.
small
Yeah, small business, it's small business. Yeah, there's some small business on Empire, but
This is cute.
yeah, see. Oh,
So we
good.
still need,
Yeah.
The side, it's not pointing correctly, but you can slide down. I find.
Yeah, or you
Scroll
can click at
down.
the top too.
could we also possibly sub for the, in the yellow areas where it has the Brooklyn Community Board 9 seal, could we sub like actual photos?
I mean, I think it's very, I mean, I think it's good. I mean, for me,
Can you scroll down? Sorry.
I feel like
I was thinking about the map. We can
maybe
create
we like
map,
instead of
Google
like
Map.
doing a piece by piece construction of it, maybe we just like plan and anticipate how we would wanna restructure it for the next time, so that way we can do it comprehensively.
Yeah.
Like, this is our first rollout,
Right.
it's epic, it's so dope, and I feel like the corrections next time, that way we can like
Yeah,
consolidate what we exactly wanna
I
have,
like that.
and then also like gives us time to like focus on the scavenger hunt, cause like we did do this.
I agree,
Before
I like
Christmas.
that idea, and I was gonna say, and I was, to add on to what you just said, but I think what you said is better, I was thinking like, let's, I don't know, concentrate on getting it out there versus like, you know what I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
if we were to continue through this, you know, school year,
Yeah.
for lack of better terms,
Yeah.
I would try to advocate for making sure that people get access.
Yeah.
And then like you said,
Version 2.
and then
And we
version
can-
2 for next year,
Right.
consolidate,
Right.
yeah.
That way we can incorporate photos, like add, those personal touches and make it, like kind of
Yeah.
like along the lines of what you're
And
saying.
then we can also listen to those people, see what they want, and you can make changes based on that,
This is true.
some feedback.
That's a good, that's a good tip.
So it's just Albany, basically. Like,
When you think of like
Kingston's
the
there.
cross streets or like the other avenues, how do you
But I mean,
anticipate like
yeah, she
building
said,
into there?
she said that she want to use a map, right? Yeah, the Google map.
Yeah.
Do you do it?
Mhm.
Yeah, so you can click on it and it will show you location across the street.
No, I'm just saying more so like Empire Avenue, are we gonna start doing like cross, like these avenues also?
Oh,
I think we should add,
You see where I'm,
Yeah.
like
it's like,
Washington.
Yeah, Washington business.
There's a
Washington.
few businesses, Empire,
Mm,
on our side of Empire, I believe.
oh.
And then,
we have some stuff on
no,
our end.
both of it,
I was gonna
all
say
of it,
we have
right?
some
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
let's do
goes
it.
up
Some
to,
laundromats, I got
Eastern
Cat's
Parkway.
Barbershop.
So yeah,
I
yeah,
got yours,
both
like a
sides,
juice
yeah.
shop.
And
They just closed that.
so Washington Ave, Albany Ave,
Brooklyn
Brooklyn Ave, and Empire Boulevard. Are there any
Oh,
other
the
like
one
more
on,
Yeah,
one
Empire.
on
Bedford?
One on Empire.
Yeah. Oh,
Empire,
Bedford?
Bedford. No, place close.
No, we
So
don't
the
have
Sofa
Bedford.
Yeah, so for place.
Because
Yeah,
Bedford,
one closed down,
Empire
one
here.
Yeah.
Empire.
And Bedford right in that.
Yeah, Bedford and Empire.
Oh,
One
and the
closed
shopping
down.
center.
Yeah.
Because there's
and
no
one closed
businesses
down,
on
one
Bedford,
You are right.
South.
One
Grill.
close, oh, Bedford,
That's
yeah.
So there's a few, yeah, there's
Oh,
Everybody's
yeah.
Pizza.
Yeah, it's so delicious.
Oh, yeah, there's a
And also-
bunch.
Yeah, we should do Bedford.
Between Parkside and Clarkside.
Oh.
I know, that's
Liquor
the one thing
store,
that's keeping
Yeah,
up.
that's
Yeah.
a grocery store. Okay,
I
so
think
we
it's
do
like-
Bedford.
They
Look
going
at the
down
beautiful, maybe not
more
open,
than-
beautiful, maybe,
That's more.
Yeah, up here is more.
That would
Yeah.
absolutely be nice. Sorry.
Okay, so changes, corrections for round 2 now that it's fresh. We still have to do Washington Ave, Albany Ave, Brooklyn Ave, Empire Boulevard, and Bedford Ave.
Okay.
So that's still like 5 big strong
What's the
corridors.
deadline for me? What's the next deadline?
Like next year for our next
Did you
big
guys get
rollout of
Okay,
it.
okay, so we have, okay.
Yeah, so we have time.
Yeah.
So
Like
we can break it down.
2026, like after this session, like we'll focus on it after that.
I mean, I think we should focus on it again next fall, personally.
Okay.
There's enough going on
Yeah.
now that we can do, cause this is pretty good for people.
Yeah.
A
Okay,
start.
And then we'll do like a update over the summer, and then when we get
But you
back
give
in the
them
fall,
directions. This is
yeah,
what
we'll,
we want you to focus on.
right, before we leave, we can give them directions for what we want them, yeah,
Yeah.
to update exactly. And they could even work on Washington, Albany, Brooklyn, Empire, and Bedford, and then we could like format it or whatever when we get back.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And then also I heard a lot of people talk about wanting a map on here.
Yes.
Yeah. The map is-
Yes, that is a thing,
That's
okay?
Yeah.
I feel like that would be helpful.
Okay.
Those are,
Little CB9.
I feel like the map stuff gets very complicated.
It does,
Yes.
I think
To be able
so
to,
too.
like,
But she said that it was okay,
Everything
you need to go to business, because Google Map, for you to get to the
Yeah,
business.
if you
I
click
mean,
on it,
If you, I think instead of a picture, because my thing is like, okay, what are you showing, are you excluding some businesses? If you do pictures for like Flatbush, blah, 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 but like if you go to the Flatbush page, like a basic map of, you know how like a
Highlighted.
Wikipedia has like
Like the
central, Brooklyn, and then you have a highlighted
Yeah.
Flatbush, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that
That's
would
it all
be
that
good for the
like something
page.
iconic, right? Like,
Like
what
if
does
you
everybody know about this
So, like,
corridor that's like
Scroll
visually.
if right here, like maybe,
That's
you know,
interesting.
instead of
Figure out
community
which-
board,
you
right
have to
here,
vote on
this
it.
could be your like
Thing.
basic central Brooklyn or whatever this area is called, and then you have like Flatbush highlighted, you
Subway
know.
stops, no.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
I mean, even up at the top
But
there
there's no
too, like if you scrolled over this could be the map just of our district,
Yeah,
and
that's
you could
right.
like highlight Flatbush, you scroll over Schenectady and highlight Schenectady, so people could like
Oh, I
see
like that, Vanessa.
where
Yeah,
these
that's it.
streets
That's what-
are,
that's what-
and
I
it's
like that.
just
But that's
CB
hard.
nine.
I was gonna say, that goes beyond my,
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
capability to go get someone
I
else.
don't know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ethan volunteered to help us with the map, so like maybe he can
Yeah,
actually.
Absolutely, yeah, you can
Yeah.
totally do that.
Cool, yeah, but I didn't realize that.
You could wish, right? Go big and
Yeah, right, and then maybe the, right.
If you click for each thing that you click on, does it go to the same thing, or like if they have a website, does it go to their website, or is it always
It
gonna go
only
to
goes
business?
Too much, just, I think
Yeah.
the website is too much, I mean, now you give them too much for free. I mean, it's,
No, it's nice to have it uniform like that, I was just, yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, everybody ready to move on?
Yeah.
Alright, great. Maybe we can get this stuff printed and then have them at the meeting, that would be the goal.
yeah, I didn't think it's smaller, right?
Yeah,
A lot.
yeah, like, so we could have like,
No, it's smaller, I didn't think it's
Piles.
smaller.
I wanna take home a stack.
yeah,
in
same,
that meeting, so.
yeah.
Yeah, this one is very, very
And
good.
then we could work on trying to see how we can get the.
What about
nice
magnets?
decal.
Oh, yeah, for the business.
Because that's phase two.
Okay.
And the
We
stickers.
could put stickers on
And the
those
stickers.
cutting magnet things, yeah.
But the stickers are not gonna be stickers, they're gonna be decal, window claim.
Oh, right, well, whatever he'll
We
give
can't
us.
do both.
Yeah.
¿Por qué no las dos?
Clings are for the businesses and magnets are for the households, right?
I love the magnets too. I can
Oh, yeah.
Set 'em up for the-
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
great,
yeah, I think Magnet's
If we have
good.
extra budget
Yeah,
stuff, I say
Magnet,
put it in our
everybody's
shops.
fridge.
Yeah, like a
Didn't we have
calendar,
that
but
Yeah.
instead.
We did, this is
Let's
part of
put
it.
more money
We're
on
gonna be using it.
Ah.
That's right, we're putting in,
I'm sorry.
Huh?
I said for the decals or
Yeah.
whatever that we're thinking of, the board, remember, we had leftover money.
Yeah.
We should put it towards that.
Oh, yeah, agreed, 100%.
T-shirts with QR codes.
Dante, we need 50.
Okay, I forgot to add in, like corridor updates, like we did last time, Flatbush, Utica, Nostrand, etc. I'll just tell you guys that we met for Flatbush and we decided on a new Instagram handle, which is called Flatbush Parkside, meaning like the park side of Flatbush. Their old Instagram was Empire Parkside Flatbush. I don't even think it had Flatbush. It was like Empire something convoluted. So we couldn't get the access to all the old Instagrams and Facebooks, so we had to start from fresh because the old email address is gone, the old person who worked there, everything is gone. So anyway, we started new, but we feel like starting with the word Flatbush makes way more sense than Empire. So the guy who got the grant for us and everything, this guy Mark, has been like doing the Instagram, and if we didn't have him, I don't think anything would be happening, but we do have him for the next 6 months. And he seems to think that we might be able to get another grant where he can continue to work with Flatbush to like organize it. So it's good.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so that's going well.
Nice.
And new people come to every meeting, which is awesome because like we're all meeting different people and it's really good. So that's Flatbush.
What's the Instagram?
The
I was just
Instagram
gonna say,
is
'cause then maybe-
Flatbush Parkside. And it's like a picture of those trees that are on Flatbush.
Iconic
See iconic photo.
Exactly. When you click on it, it says like Flatbush app merchants, and he's been going around and like interviewing people. And
I was
that's great.
I was accidentally there at Brooklyn Park one day.
Oh, yeah.
for the
Flatbush
interviews.
Parkside.
That's
You guys
cute, yeah.
are.
Today he did Joelle at J&J Cakes. It's really cute. Yeah.
There's Alina.
Yeah, there's
Rosie.
Alina telling him about a sale.
Oh, it's real.
Cool.
Yeah, it's been good. It's nice to have like somebody doing something
Yeah.
and being paid for it by the city, so like nobody feels like it's on their backs. I don't know what will happen after he leaves, but at
Is
least
this-
to like get it organizing.
Nice.
It's Yeah.
This is awesome.
Seeing like, yeah, a carousel
Partnership
of
with
like 8
Canadian
photos of a health and beauty store, you know, just like all the range of
Right.
products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
he's
there
doing a
anything
good job.
iconic that we can take a picture of just in case?
And you can tag him and he'll
I mean, I
repost
have
it.
to, just got a photo, I mean, for.
Like just to kind of create a stockpile, like when you're out, if you see anything that's like
I can put it.
potentially sharing
It's,
or like
that
tagging.
means maybe, yeah, right?
Like a study.
How long has it been?
Thank you. Like
4 weeks or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have to tell you the photo.
Not even. Yeah.
That's, yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
possible, right?
Getting there.
Cute, okay. That's so nice.
Okay. Anything going on with the Utica stuff?
Or at least
There
not for me,
was
so no.
another meeting, I think I talked about this last time, that was not well attended since this time. I think it was, not well, advertised. It wasn't like a last minute thing, and I was surprised that I couldn't even go. But, the content of the meeting, by Chase was interesting, focusing on, private, personal, what's it called? I'm losing my train of thought. What's the name? Your credit score. Thank you. Your personal credit score, because without your personal credit score being
Yeah.
good, you can't get the business stuff. So, they've been really trying to hone on it, and what does it mean? How do you improve it? Different ways, things like that. Again, not well attended this time. So hopefully, the next time we meet is on January 29th. The community board is the 28th, right?
Yeah.
So it's the 29th. Hopefully we'll have, a more, diverse representation there. I haven't heard from anyone from Bridge Street because Claudia's no
Oh
Oh,
no.
the lady
longer
who
there.
met?
The one that we met is no longer there.
Oh.
Really?
Yes.
And she came because the person before her.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes. So
Oh, she
we're
actually
sensing
resigned?
maybe a
One
trend.
who's no longer there, that's all I know.
Learning every day?
Wow.
Oh, that's what you were talking about, okay.
The more senior of the two that were.
Bummer. No, the
No,
junior
the
one is
junior,
coming
the
out.
The new one,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
She's no
wild.
longer
Yeah,
there.
she's no
That's
longer there.
crazy.
So there was supposed to be a scheduled cleanup, but it was like really, really cold that day, so
Okay.
they did not have that, but at the same time, she also was no longer available, so.
Maybe that meeting was, you know, the holidays, maybe that was a little
Yeah, I think
attendance,
maybe the
you
week
know,
after.
Yeah.
yeah.
hopefully the 29th.
Yeah,
I'm hoping, cause like I said, the Chase has been a really good partner so far, giving out really good information.
So who's gonna do it from Bridge Street?
I
Back
haven't
to-
heard yet who's going to do it.
Interesting. They don't drop it.
No, I hope not. But
Okay.
story there.
Turnover's tough.
And which quarter is it?
Utica.
Utica, yeah.
Okay. Alright, Kat, you know anything going on over in Notion?
No, but I did speak to Fred after the meeting. And he had mentioned that it was a good talk. We talked about my comment that I made, so we're good. But he had mentioned that the Friends of CB9 thing, that he saw the email and he knows he has to connect with me and Dante about that.
Okay,
So the
great.
goal is still to bring Rogers and Notion together. I did see that whoever is doing whatever that is on Notion had some form of a toy drive. I cannot tell you anything past that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
that's fine.
So it would be like Friends of CB9, Notion Rogers Merchants Association?
That's what my goal essentially of it is, mainly because they're just touching each other.
Yeah.
Like people ping pong between Rogers and
Yeah.
Michigan all the time anyway. It'd be weird to kind of have it separated because it already feels like a separation. So it's like, how do we get everyone together? That is the goal for sure.
Okay. And then what about that lady who used to run it? Do you know
That's
anything
what
about?
I meant by I saw something with a toy
Whoever.
drive. I just saw something,
Okay.
nothing else past that. And I was like, okay.
I forgot what her name is.
Linda,
Lindy.
Lindy Way, something like that. And there's something like that. It's that's what I know.
Weird, yeah. Okay. Alright, new business? You guys wanna talk about what we wanna do now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we've talked about a happy hour and a scavenger hunt. Do you guys want to do both?
Yeah, I should do well. We never have enough time. Yeah.
To do a happy hour, that's.
I feel.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I should happy hour.
Okay, so, dates, what do we think?
I think anybody up to 4 or no, that's spring.
Hey.
That's
Like the beginning of
that's
spring.
spring, beginning of spring, afternoon, somewhere.
Okay, so if we do a scavenger hunt, that should probably be later.
When
I think
warmer.
May.
Like that should be
Okay.
maybe our last event for
For
before we
And
go into
it's like
session.
multi-week or something,
Yeah.
right? Isn't that the goal? That
the
it's
end
like,
of May.
Yeah.
not a single day,
Because we
but
go
like
in
a.
session for June.
Yeah, I
June,
think,
June,
yes.
July.
Month.
June, July.
Yeah,
I think June is the last one, and
Yeah.
then it's July, August.
okay. So we should probably try to partner up
Yeah.
with other corridors and to get things moving for the scavenger hunt. I would assume that if we I don't know, how fast you think the organization is gonna be on Rogers and Ocean.
I mean, I can't project that. I don't think that stops from doing the actual hunt. Like, they
Yeah.
don't need an association lead to
Yeah,
be
I know,
able to
I was just
participate.
wondering if you guys got organized in the next month or two, then you'd be able to lead Nostrand and Rogers easier.
I mean, yeah, I still stand by. I don't
Yeah.
think they
Yeah.
really need.
I think it's just willing, right, it's
Yeah,
a single
willing to
email that
participate.
goes to everyone on the
On how
Excel
we decide to
spreadsheet
do
that
it.
says does this sound like something you're interested in? And then we can maybe have designated point people for each corridor that can partner with the Merchants Association if it exists. Otherwise, they're just kind of holding it together.
Okay.
We need people,
So
I
we
think,
need
to be like, hey,
email
we've already
addresses.
emailed you 3 times, cause that doesn't have contact, it has phone numbers.
Right, so probably we should make a flyer for a scavenger hunt
Yeah.
that we can start to distribute over the next few months to get
To the
people's
businesses.
interest, to the businesses.
Oh, like if they're interested in participating in
Yeah.
the scavenger hunt.
Right, cause we're gonna need to have people be like, yes, I wanna do whatever.
I'm doing that by team or is it something individual? I mean, it's fun because people do it can go like 2 or 3 for 5 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, however people wanna do the scavenger hunt, they can have teams,
Yeah, I
they
think
can
teams
do
are more
whatever.
beautiful.
But we have to figure out how do we
What-
wanna organize
I was
the
gonna say,
scavenger hunt. Is this
what is
a
the, what is
grand-
scavenging?
Yeah, what are we
Yeah.
scavenging for?
Yeah,
What
we
is
talked
the
about-
hunt?
We talked about, I think this came out of the Where's Waldo thing that was,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right, and then also we had what is the Caribbean?
Yeah, the passport,
Oh,
right?
yeah, the
So
passport.
I think we talked about something of that ilk, right, either people getting stamped, you go to a store,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do a thing,
Yeah,
you
you go
talk
to
to
store,
a
you get stamped,
person,
so
you
it
get a
gives you a chance to-
receipt maybe,
Right.
we could do it that way, right, if you buy something, then you get a stamp.
It should definitely be cross
We talked about
corridor.
last time.
Like you start from here, and you have to go over here to get a stamp and come back here. It makes it,
That's or like stopping by major points within the.
Yeah, do we wanna do it as a bingo card?
Yeah,
Yeah, you get like a little book
Where
with a
it's
stamp.
like-
you know,
Yeah,
like
stamp.
the bingo
Page,
card.
place.
Yeah.
But how are we not
yes.
losing that?
I think bingo card is more cheap or efficient to get to people versus a passport
Yeah.
stamp book
I
thing,
agree.
but it still accomplishes the same thing, I think, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And like you said, cross corridor, and you can have it, you can control to how it's organized, if
Yeah.
you want people, like maybe each column or whatever is a corridor or something like that,
Right.
and, you know, across
If you-
that, or, I don't know,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like the idea that you could stamp, like if it's a bingo card, it's like get a stamp for different businesses for the same thing, like
Oh, okay.
I bought a patty, and it could be like from La Baguette or from Errol's or from whatever, and that would be like a punch, or like I
Yeah.
bought a book, or it could be like, there's probably different places where you can buy books from, I don't know.
Right.
Because now we have to wonder how the
Define a book.
are the businesses then marking the sheet, or are these things people doing themselves?
Themselves.
No, like the
Oh,
business
oh,
should mark, because we
Yeah.
did major owners, like, so what happens, we
Yeah.
had vendors, and they came in, kids came in, if you wanted a book bag, it ended here at the Betty Carter, but you had to you had to go to each vendor and talk to a vendor and get a stamp, and by the time you showed, and then you got a book bag, a free book bag. So you have to talk to a person within the store, you know, to get communication. And then, you know, so whoever's participating, it should be, hey, you talk, you know, come to Vanessa, get a stamp or punch or whatever to check on. Or we give them a pen or a red pen and they just do that and check it off until, you know, that's it. And this is how you create the communication between the business
The
owners and the
business and
community,
the
you know.
community.
Yeah, so,
Makes it
and that's it.
interactive.
Yeah, make it interactive, you know. That's how you buy.
I mean, the goal is we want them to go into as many businesses as
Yeah.
possible.
And how you go in, but you may meet someone nice, or may meet you, or enjoy it, you know, hey, I'm gonna come back and see Vanessa, like, what's going on, right? It's that, that's how I shop.
Maybe
Yeah.
why should be a
Yeah.
blackout bingo card?
Yeah.
Whoever
So-
gets all the spots, it's all the spots.
Okay. So I think that's how, and that was very successful when we did the major owners. I mean, people liked it, they got a chance to speak to all the different vendors, and it was nice, and they had to stop at each booth, so we couldn't skip.
How many booths were
It
there?
was like 15 booths, but they wanted the book back, but the book back was
Yeah.
filled with like all types of stuff, like
Thank you.
everything, so they wanted that book back, and they stopped, and we definitely saw a lot of dialogue, and it made it definitely fun-filled day, and it was enjoyable, I thought, good turn, and it was a great turnout.
One thing that I do think about with that though, that's different from what we're offering, is that that's in a single day, it's in one place versus
Yeah,
this is gonna be open-ended for people to fulfill on their own time schedules, which means we need to figure out how we're gonna designate the time,
yeah,
and also like how we're
What kind of add
announcing,
up now?
or how people are showing or demonstrating that they're fulfilling these cards. You know, like how do we go about that process so that people are also like following through, that we can.
so was it gonna be a one-day scavenger hunt, we're gonna do it like over a
No,
period?
That
It's
seems
a
hard,
multi-week.
that seems hard to do it all in one day too, so.
But maybe still just giving it a time constraint, like if it's 3 weeks or if it's 4 weeks, and it can be like an end off here for the approval, because then that gives like CB9 an opportunity
Okay,
to speak to more people and like promote CB9 and the meetings
Okay.
and resources.
Right, okay.
And we could give the participating businesses the bingo card,
Yeah.
and that way they could like,
Mhm.
hey, we want, here's something, da-da-da, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or,
To
and
spread
also
around.
have, you know, it at our meetings and maybe on the website for people to print on their
Print
own.
on their
But definitely if whoever's participating, we should stock them with stuff
Yeah.
and have them push it even on customers so that customers can learn, and then, you know,
Those will all be
How are
awesome
we,
stuff.
if people are like manually filling these out, how are we
yeah.
like calibrating, how are we
I think-
designating who wins, like,
I think should people go
how are
business
they
owner.
turning it in, I guess?
The business
Or should
owner.
people turn in the quicker, if we have a week or two, I mean, if it's 1 week and the person who finishes it the fastest, right? I mean, you have to make some type of metric.
Is it like who turns it in first?
We should talk about
The first five people, I mean, right, that
Okay,
gives us
first
the-
five,
Yeah,
maybe
five.
they come to a board meeting?
No, at least give something fun.
Oh, that's actually a real
That
good
could be
one.
crazy.
That could be a real
Right,
good
right,
one.
right.
Well, and that would be-
That's
But
that
that's
was for
painful.
me,
That's
like,
painful.
but we can do it in the beginning,
That should
just
be
like
the
the
beginning.
first
Yeah,
session.
let's do that. Let's do time for that.
There ain't no free space. Your free spaces come to this meeting.
Yeah.
That's right. Come
No,
to the
we'll like,
CBI.
maybe we
Yeah.
can like chat with Fred, like, can we have this last meeting at the Botanic Garden maybe? So that like people can feel like.
But like, if we wanna try that,
something.
that would be a good, like, integrated marketing thing.
But what's the prize, I guess?
Yeah, we gotta get the
I know, we
prize.
still need that.
Yeah, but first, I think there should be some sponsor.
Well,
or
do we
something
want
like that.
one prize?
No,
I think
no,
that's
no,
like
no,
right,
no,
it's
no.
fine.
Get a top five.
Top
Yeah, top five.
So maybe it could be like a dinner for two.
I think we-
You
I
get
think
maybe like a round.
sponsor from one.
I think
one-
that
Yeah,
each
I would
business that participates should
Hey, I
donate
just got an
something.
idea.
No, I think what we
How much
suggested
budgeted left
Yeah.
again?
So
initially was that the businesses would buy in at some low rate of like $20 to $5 or something, and if we could get 20 businesses to do it, that's $500, like
It's awesome.
$500.
okay, so we could cut.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think money is the way to do it.
Yeah, money.
See,
Just
because I
like give
think,
people straight up coins.
I mean,
I
they're
know.
more likely to do it
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
how does that
Yeah.
benefit?
You need
If you were
concept
talking
method.
if it's a small
Points.
business though.
because more people will probably do it.
$500
Yeah,
prize
money.
motivates however many people you
Yeah, I would even
increase
do
your
it.
foot traffic.
But then we have to do incremental prices, like
Yeah.
I'm not fighting for.
Well, I don't think it should be the first who does it. Like, we should give
Let's
them
do
a
5 people.
3-week thing, and then it should all shuffle, and we should pull out.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
absolutely
No?
not.
No?
I
You
do
know
all
what?
that. You know,
I
shuffle
think-
my. I wouldn't do it.
How about
I need.
everybody who
I need a goal.
everybody who finishes it gets a
And
small
then it's like
prize,
one-
and then you're
and then you
entered
pull.
into a raffle. So you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
one thing guaranteed,
Listen,
and then you can.
There's winners
How
and
are we
losers in
getting
life.
these small prizes?
There's
to
winners
these
and losers
people?
in life. Some people win. Some people
What?
lose.
You know what?
I do.
Still not bad.
Now we could do an all participation award. I get that. That could be some cookies and
I
milk.
mean, I think
But-
I'm a big proponent of the money.
Yeah,
I think we
yeah.
need something strong to incentivize
If you
people
want me
to
to
know.
play,
Yeah,
I
agree.
need a cash.
But
I need something
$500
incentive.
No, no.
It's
5 prizes of 100 each.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
first
yeah,
5.
yeah, yeah.
First
But I think it
500.
should be incremental.
I would be motivated to do it
Incremental
quick.
eating.
But there also
Like,
has
So
to be
you would
some-
say the first 5,
Yeah.
And you get, yeah,
but
5.
we have to
I
validate,
think
make
that
sure
there's-
that it's all like
Yeah, we have to
kosher
validate,
and stuff, and
It
then,
also
yeah.
But
has
what's
to
the
be a
incremental?
scale,
Tell me
right?
about
Like,
what you mean by it.
I have 2 little kids. There's certain places I know I'm gonna go on a weekend, whatever. Like, I think you wanna have a, like, did you go to 8 businesses and you get this prize? Did you go to 30 businesses and you get this prize? Right?
Okay.
I think that talking about the prize, but before we talk about sort of like how difficult do we wanna make it? A bingo card is 5 spots with 1 free or not, in the middle, right? I think we really wanna think about if the objective is for people to broaden their horizon, to change their behavior, to actually go to these businesses, right? Then it's sort of like you should get rewarded for how much of that you actually did. If you go to 2 shops from each of the corridors, then you're entitled to a different prize than the person who went to 6
Okay.
places
Oh,
on
that's
2
what
blocks
I'm
between
saying.
it and it, you know what I mean?
She's right. It's about broadening your walking
Yeah,
your
how
so
far-
we have
We
to
got
do
a
that.
small team, so that may be a lot
Based
for
on-
us.
Right, and
I-
figure out how
To do, I like it.
Shop.
Yeah, so cash is better because you can see
Like,
go back that cash and buy something.
They go on
You
Saturday,
want
they
to-
shop. They don't shop. They don't shop Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Right.
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have to think
I
about it.
think we do like the month of June or something
How
like that.
many businesses do we want to participate as our goal?
I mean,
Whatever
try
fills up the bingo card. So if
Yeah.
we're doing 5 by 5.
That's 25.
Well, I think first,
Five
before we
to
can
minimum
determine
of
that, we need to
24.
get the fly out to see who's going to participate.
Well, we should have goals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
24, I think.
Well, okay.
And
24.
But how
But
many
what if we get
businesses
all
do we
of them?
want
I mean, what if
everybody
you get
middle
all of
to?
them?
I don't
I
think
mean-
you should get a prize if you go to 5.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
see what
5 is
you're
enough
saying.
either.
Exactly.
No, I'm like, you got it, like this, the whole
Maybe you have to
goal
get
is-
10.
How many are in
That's
this, how many are in
impressive.
this, like,
But
Yeah.
that's why, but
But
that's
you
why
can
it
also be
sounds
strategic.
Or
It's
8,
100.
7,
But
7
like,
to
so-
10.
but also like
They're not all
who
gonna
has
participate.
that's $25. That's 25 times I'm shopping.
Shopping.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're wanting me to
Yeah.
shop.
That's why I don't think it
That's
should
why I don't-
all be about spending money. Like, maybe we can get like a library or something to
That's
like
cute.
be involved
More
somehow.
interactive.
Like, it shouldn't all
Wait,
have
but it
to be
doesn't have to be
spending
financial
money. Yeah.
transaction, right? Like, the whole thing with the Waldo was getting you to go into
Yeah, it's not
businesses, and then you had, if you found your Waldo, you had to go to the person behind the counter
Oh,
and be
well,
like,
that changes.
hey, I found my Waldo, can you
Right.
stamp my thing for me? It's
Right.
not like, you don't have to prove that you bought something
Oh,
necessarily.
But we
I
also-
thought this was
the
spending,
businesses-
I thought this was
But
transaction.
the
think-
businesses are also wanna have some incentive as to why they're
Right.
putting money down.
Yeah.
Right, because there's the business awareness, right? I didn't even know this was there. Oh, I liked that person. Oh, I liked some of the things I sold, right? If you can get me in your store and I can see what the selection is, then a month from now, 3 months from now, I need to grab something. Oh, I know the perfect place to go, right? Like
I
there's
still think 5 times going to a store 5 times in 1 month for a
I mean-
person that works full time and has a full time schedule that's pretty dope,
I think so. too.
personally.
Yeah,
I think
Five
1
times in
month.
1
And you,
month.
and
No,
then you
that's
get,
okay.
right, and you get the 5 times scale prize, right? I think that there's some people that would be so motivated that could,
I think we have to be realistic about
Yeah,
what
I-
our team
I-
can do.
I
And
just
I
did 2
love the
months.
levels, but
Yeah.
I think simple with our team and the time and what we can
Yeah, I
handle,
think you should do 2 months for 5 times.
because the levels like is ideal, but I think we need more.
Maybe we
You know.
do, it's 10 and 5 of them aren't spending money once, like 5 of them are somehow.
But then
It's-
I agree,
I'm
like
like,
one could be a community board
I'm still kind of
meeting.
torn because this is essentially, like, it depends on the commercial activity we're prioritizing. 10 times is somebody that's a commercial active spender, outside person, versus are we trying to motivate people to just be exposed to their community
Yeah, that's
businesses? If that's the case, I think 5 is ambitious. We are in
Yeah, 5
another
is 2 months, or 5
financially
is
di-
1 month and a
economically
half.
disadvantaged community with the highest displacement
Wow.
risk. We have our small businesses already struggling. 10 is a lot to ask for, and I feel like if I were to say, oh, you want me to go to 10 different stores, I'm already not game.
So then maybe we say 5, but they have to be on different corridors.
but I
That's
think that's a
fair.
really good point though, it's like,
And you can be
it-
strategic.
Like you have to go
about
to
which
Utica
ones where
if
they
you want
are.
to
Like
get
in
a
the row
ride.
across, like
Yeah.
every row across,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a different corridor. So
I
in
think so
order
too.
to
Yeah.
get the bingo, you
Yeah.
have to be
have
on each
which
different
one.
Yeah.
avenue.
And then we
Which
can
regardless
control
where
that,
you
because
are.
we
Yeah.
would organize where
Right.
it is,
Right.
right?
So you
But
can do it-
I agree with you,
I think 5 is
something more than
really,
I don't know.
I think
Yeah.
5 is dope. These are real
I
people.
just think they'd be trying to
We're all
go
real
outside,
people.
that
Okay,
they're
so-
working.
That's what I'm saying,
It's
and
like-
it's hot, like, oh no, I know this is for June,
Okay,
but
so my only issue is the timing. I mean, did you want to do like on 1 month? Could you just you need to give a time limit?
Yeah.
Every game we do, we start the time to. So I think, like you say, 4 weeks is a little too short. I mean, I live here. I barely go 5 times a year. Maybe I go to buy some food just 5 times a month,
Right.
and then they go downtown. So you don't really have that time, 5 times to go in 5 corners. So
Right.
you give that to maybe 6 weeks, 7 weeks, maybe 2 months. We still have time. You do it in May. You see in January. So
we still have time to
I
figure
think
it
it's
out.
easier to fall off, it's easier to lose the bingo card, you know, the longer time you
Yeah.
have. So it's like the shorter amount of time you have, the more there's like that buzz, I think. And I think the other like number one, I think thinking about who our audience is, right? Like who are the people that we think
but
we want, obviously, we're not targeting a particular audience, right? But some people are going to be able to do this more easily than others, and I think if it's about small behavior changes, right? We talked in the very beginning about sort of people don't know what is available in their immediate environment and they go to the internet before going to their neighborhood businesses. I think the incentive is sort of like grab your coffee from a coffee shop 2 avenues over as opposed to the place you might normally go, and while you're there you can see what else is
Yeah.
available, right? And I think it's about the look around, see what's there, more than it is like we want you to have these financial transactions in each of these places.
Right.
Or that we want you to increase your spending, right? Like that's not the ask. The ask is there somewhere local where you could make that purchase where you normally don't do it?
Right, so we're asking them to discover the neighborhood.
There you go.
That's
I
that's
love
well,
That's what we're calling it, discover the neighborhood.
you just be like,
Rediscover
it's
for some?
I think it's, I mean, you can go here, have coffee here, maybe you can get a different coffee, maybe you got the park on the corner outside.
But I still
Yeah,
like the idea
croissant.
of like the library, cause not too
Yeah.
many people know that like there's one on Maple and like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
library just had that scare of like having all of their budget slashed, so
Yeah.
that's supporting as well too, where we can make the incentive like open up a library.
We also have one on
And our literacy rate is not that
Yes.
high, so like,
We also have one on
And you
Schenectady.
get free stuff when you have a library.
you
Sure
do,
do.
you do.
Sure do.
So you can put library card, I mean,
That should be one of the bingo
I leave my
cards.
ID,
Library
NYC,
card,
it is a library card,
start
so.
like things that
You
like
can use your
enrich
NYC
people's
Yeah, I think if
experiences.
your NYC has a library card, put a scanner in the back, just.
Okay, so next step for the scavenger hunt would be a flyer to see if businesses are interested.
Or maybe a form, maybe not a flyer, just like a
Like a
simple form to take away from like.
How do we
doing
get
artwork.
that form to
Google
them?
form.
Oh,
Do it, I would say through CB9 News Blast, as well as you can ask Little Caribbean to put it in their News Blast as
Okay.
well, and they have that merchant meeting anyway too,
Okay,
so they
cool.
can specifically hit their merchant.
We should reach out to all the merchants.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, this one
Yeah.
would probably
That's
good.
fine, yeah.
Okay, great. Last.
And then our
For you to go, no.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
So do we think we're gonna have the flyer by next meeting, or we're gonna talk about it more next meeting?
I feel like Dante wants to
Or the
make the
Google.
flyer, he always does in
Okay.
this like same CB9 way,
The
so,
Google form thing,
yeah.
Okay, that's perfect.
So I'll ask him to do it and then, I guess,
If you have it done before the 29th.
yeah,
you can
then,
bring it to the Utica.
oh, right,
Yeah,
okay,
that's the
so Dante,
So
will
we'll
make
try and make that as
it.
well.
Is that the change set?
On Utica Avenue at,
Lincoln.
at what time?
It's usually 5:45.
5:45, I'm adding it to my calendar.
Okay, so hopefully he can
Oh,
have it
that's a
before
Wednesday.
the 28th, actually.
Okay, it's alright. Okay, Utica.
Okay, and so the flyer would be just like a Google Doc to see if people are interested
In participating.
in
Yeah, with
participating.
that's the website.
Okay,
How
and
much
should
room
we
I think
bring
for the
up
fellow?
that there might be some monetary
That's it.
situation
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
participating, like up to $20?
Yeah.
That they would have to.
I have to figure what are we promising them before we tell them what them, right? It's like,
I mean,
No.
you bring in traffic, then people, that means
I
some
almost
people are gonna
feel
go
like-
to the restaurant.
Part of me almost feels like maybe being a little intentional about some of the places that we select, places that we know that
Yeah,
have
yeah,
like,
yeah, traffic.
yeah, that have traffic, that have community flow,
Yeah.
we know people there, and like, that way we can also kind of create like icons and like symbols that when they go there, this is their thing, this is their spot, like a grocery store. You know, things that people do frequently and also things that people
Oh.
get out.
Adding a grocery store is a great idea.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
switching it up like a
it's outside.
laundry mat, like a
Yeah.
local laundry
Oh, yeah.
mat, or like
Yeah,
small
definitely
little
outside
things
the
that
mall.
would like,
Mm.
what is your
So like
experience?
everybody goes to the grocery store, so.
Which grocery store
But-
though?
I know, but we could just like, it could be like associated, there could be like different associations, I don't
Okay.
know.
That works too.
I don't know.
It's just like
I mean,
Ideal.
it's a small
What's
business, I
ideal
just small
and
business.
ideal?
or like or Lowe's,
Yeah.
you know, it's like
someone
that
hate
works
each
too.
other.
I mean, I just said no
But
small
we would
business,
need
so.
somebody in those stores to be able to stamp the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe
That would
we
be a
do-
little tricky with grocery stores.
Maybe it's
Well,
like
yeah.
we do a
So
grocery
I
store
think it's too big for
subtitle.
small business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you tell me I have to go to a manager or, I mean, you know, just direct them to a manager, or they, you know.
grocery stores all have a customer service counter,
Oh,
all
yeah.
sorts of stuff that happens.
I know, but like
Sure.
sometimes they know what's going on and sometimes they don't.
So-
Yeah.
It's
Which
like-
grocery store is this?
I mean,
I
every
think
single
it's-
one
I
I've
think-
ever
I think
been
it's too
to,
big for us.
associated is
No, I said
like,
no
The smaller
small. I mean,
delis are gonna be a
I mean, I prefer
consistent-
smaller,
Yeah,
yeah,
small
smaller,
team.
Yeah.
like gourmet
It's like
store.
word of mouth is getting
Yeah.
around
Also, we don't
fast.
push them there, we don't push them
Yeah.
to where we can control
yeah,
some
yeah, we're
dialogue.
Well, I
Okay,
guess
so maybe
back to the form and what information we
Yeah.
tell the people, I think we definitely need to give them estimate regarding timelines, like
Yeah,
knowing
has to be a timeline.
when, you know, the actual
That's
scavenger
fine.
hunt dates are,
Yeah.
you know,
Start
start
begin- yeah,
in,
begin to
and when
start.
we need their commitment by, you know, all of that stuff like that. I feel like dates are important for us to decide for.
when do you guys think we need their commitment by?
But when is the,
If
but when are we
we,
doing
if
it
we
for?
do it in June, like the end of May to the beginning of June,
Yeah,
let's say like the 15th of May to June 1st.
yeah, right before.
That way we can like go over everybody's things at our June meeting and then announce a winner.
Yeah,
at the June meeting.
At the June meeting, yeah, and then we can announce it to the world, like, cause we
Yeah.
can
exactly.
make sure everybody did it right,
Yeah.
whatever.
And that's cute, and it's online.
Yeah, it's all,
Look at us doing
okay,
Okay,
so,
Content.
You said announce it to the world, I was like, she's not lying, it's really going to the world, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
so we would probably need their participation by,
March 1st.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, for them.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what do we wanna tell them? Like, we're doing a scavenger hunt, we
Can't
don't know the
promise you
full
anything.
details
Yeah,
yet,
but the
but
goal
we're
is to-
hoping for a cash prize at the end, and the goal is to get people into your businesses that maybe
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
gone before, and we're gonna do full CB9 by corridor and so on.
Yeah.
Kick off kick off maybe, make it like a summer type of fun.
Yeah, it's
thing.
like summer
So
kick off or summer.
what's the Memorial Day weekend
Yeah.
or whatever? kick
Summer
off.
flow, a summer shopping
Yeah.
experience.
Right,
you know,
Memorial Day
Are
weekend.
Good
there any
theme and
holidays
then
that we
it's
can
fun.
like wait it on? Let's go see.
Memorial
Memorial Day,
Day,
yeah.
Yeah,
Memorial
Memorial Day will
weekend.
probably be that last weekend.
But maybe it's
So
kind
the
of busy
kickoff,
though. I think people are too busy on Memorial Day. That's what they decide, the Thursday, Friday. There's so many
When
things
is
going on.
Memorial Day is the 26th.
Yeah, there's so much going on for
Okay,
all
so they
people.
still have a few more days.
Mother's
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah, Mother's Day
Mother's Day
sounds
is
nice.
is May 11th.
Yeah. That's
To
just too
start.
early.
What's the
May 11th.
Yeah, this is the weekend after that.
next,
The next holiday.
or the next, let's see,
Um,
weekend? Like if we started it on
Yeah,
a
weekend after
Friday and
Yeah,
ended it
why
on a
not?
Monday.
Why not like make it a summer thing, like the start of summer, Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd till you said end of June, right, or whatever.
No,
Until
we have
June.
to be done by the
of June.
beginning of June. What if we did
Oh,
May 16th, which is a
gotcha.
Friday, till June 2nd, which is a Monday?
Yeah.
And they have to hand them in by June 2nd.
June 2nd.
Because our meeting will probably be that. We
Are we gonna instruct them to turn them in here at the?
I think so, right?
Yeah, they're always over
Yeah.
I'm
here.
like, I'm so
How could we
nervous.
do it?
It's so far away,
No,
and
they're
I'm like,
always over
watch
here.
like one person. You want
No,
$500?
Keep our breakfast, that's not true.
No, give-
I know you're
Give
right.
people options though, for those that want to hand it in, they can come here, or they can
Yeah.
take a
Do- do-
picture
do-
and
do-
send
do-
it
do-
and
do-
attach it
Oh.
to an email,
Yeah.
like a digital option.
And then you
Yeah.
just print it out.
And
Yeah.
option
Upload it somewhere, yeah.
for delivery, cause you
Yeah.
know, in case
Yeah.
not everyone has them.
Yeah.
Well, I was also thinking like we're doing a bingo card, like also we have
Yeah, okay, yeah, we can.
like if there's a way to streamline it.
Yeah, we
Oh
can
my
see
god, you
that.
want us to develop an app?
I know. I'm like that's so OD. I know printing is so easy,
So
but like
we want you to scan your completed
Yeah.
Scan it.
card.
No, no, no.
Or
That's
take a
access
photo.
to us.
Take a
You know,
picture.
take a photo.
You might as well start talking
On your phone,
facts.
on your phone.
It's just the word scan. I was like, yeah, let me go get my
Take a picture of your phone.
Yeah, in the back,
On
we
your
should write
phone.
that,
Right.
when you're
First.
finished, yeah.
Okay.
Send it to, but if you're unable to do that, you
Yeah.
can drop it off.
Yeah, because we don't know the issue of other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But first thing is
Yeah, yeah.
electronic.
Right, because that way it's already timestamped when it comes to us
Exactly.
into the email, you know?
True.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Gotta make it
And we can just print
all-inclusive,
them
yeah.
from there. Just make sure they have their name on it.
Yeah.
And contact
Yeah,
info.
like ideally, your sheet has, there'll be
Yeah,
a place
I know.
for name, whatever information we
Mhm.
want, the bingo, whatever, and then the instructions for returning at the
Mhm.
bottom.
Cute, simple.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Okay, this sounds like fun.
This is a fun one.
And then what about happy hour?
I know.
When do we wanna do that?
Oh, you do.
I think we need,
Before,
I think
yes.
we need an icon or something once we, like, part of why the Waldo thing worked so
Yeah.
well was there was a thing in the window, so
I
you know,
know.
ooh, this is a business of doing it. And then when you went inside, you were kind of like looking for something. You said discover the neighborhood. I feel like some sort of magnifying glass, right? Something that
Something,
people can
yeah.
see and be like, oh, I forgot, I grabbed that bingo card.
No, we're
That's
running.
that's
Why don't you-
Why don't they have to
you-
come in and find the QR code for the business directories?
Well, I think that talking to, right, the objective is to talk to the business owner or something, but I think that what is the thing that they're gonna visibly see outside that will lead them inside, or even if they're inside, is there something by the counter that we have that lets,
Yeah,
like,
well,
are you here for
yeah.
the blah blah, whatever, and then, you
Yeah.
know.
But then they would
Have a
also,
little stamp.
I hear, yeah, if we,
Identifying thing in the
I think that that's great. If we don't get that far, the bingo thing has the name of the place. You know what I mean? Like, right, like the card, so they need to know where the
Yeah,
place
to go,
is to
yeah.
go. Like it's on the card.
Oh, I see
If
what
we
you
don't
mean.
get that far, I mean, I think that that's great to have that, but just in
Name and
case.
address.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you-
right,
you
like
want
all
them
that
to use-
information,
I mean,
it's like they know which place to
Yeah,
go
we'll
to.
put the corridor, cause
know?
so you want people to get up in the more mobile, to go see every corner of a city line. So, I mean, that's, nothing to go to the same place, that fast step. So, and then you need to trying to get one here, Barrier, one in Australia, whatever. So it needs to be a bit more mobile, and know, and then discover something new. In your
right, I think people will be actively doing it and passively doing it, right? Like,
Mhm.
they're gonna look at their
Mhm.
card, but then it's also like, is there something that they can see that,
When they're out, like,
Yeah.
oh, that's right, like,
Yeah.
I'm over here, I might as well.
I think hypothetically, this is like something, this is one of those things, that if you do it once, then you have all the components to do it again the next year, right?
Yeah,
Like,
each
so,
year,
That's true.
feels like a worthwhile
Yeah.
investment, discover
Yeah.
the neighborhood, part one, part two.
I see what you
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah, we can do
Like,
different
might as well get the
businesses
little-
Yeah,
every
make it
year.
even bigger.
So we just get like 25 of whatever signifier thing, so we can.
So
put
we
it in
need
each
5
business.
from each corridor.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you know.
That way
what
they
they
don't
see.
have to.
Only
No,
five,
we
no.
need more than that, because we need to,
Because
not
we-
everyone's getting the same bingo card, am I right?
No, it would be the same.
Oh.
It would be the same.
Yeah, the
it would
same
be
thing
the
is,
same thing,
but
just
it's
You
Yeah.
guys have played bingo, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's two, that's two,
That's
that's
25.
25, that's 25 different,
Yeah,
that's
you
how
just
many ways.
reorder
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, you
I
can
like
just
that.
reorder it.
Yeah, just reorder.
But
It's-
not because they have to be on different corridors, so that, it's only like 5 different ways.
So it'd
I
be
think
like
that you
Rizzo
could
at the
reorganize
top,
one.
then.
They could do 5 one way,
Five one.
right? Then you
Five,
just
five,
Literally
five, five.
shuffle
Other
one
way,
down each way.
and then you can shuffle the other way.
And then you could go the other
You
way.
play bingo.
Oh, this is
But
like.
also,
Did you play bingo?
but also
When you
it'll
play
be
bingo.
different, everyone's experience is
You
gonna
gotta
be
be
different.
it.
I think
Yeah.
one game card is fine, we're making this too complicated.
Yeah.
Because what, everyone's interest of what place they'll visit is
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
gonna be different.
different.
We
We don't
can have
need
like,
to
we can have
shuffle
2
it.
different versions if it's that,
Yeah,
even if it's like that, 2 or 3, if we're like.
but they'll all be different.
Yeah, but if people are looking to kind of like.
So does it have to actually be across like bingo, or can it be one in each corridor?
No,
No, it's
It
fun,
has
it's
to be,
different.
it has to be across.
right, so then it will matter.
Yeah.
Well, not really, because people can choose whichever.
Yeah, what
they
they want
wanna
to spend
go
money
with.
on that corridor? What you want people to be mobile and then
I feel like
they
2
will
different
discover something
versions.
new.
It's like when you get an exam, you get version A or version
Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
It's good enough
Or
to.
you
Oh,
look
so
about
like front
it.
or back, you can play either card?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that's good.
That's a good
right,
idea.
that's-
Okay.
Version A, version
Wait,
B.
why would you do front or back though?
Okay.
I don't
Oh,
know.
well, sure.
Am I-
Well,
Well, if there
so-
were, cause you could pick your version, you could be like, okay, I don't like coffee, so I don't wanna
Exactly.
go to
Okay.
coffee shops, so
Okay.
that'll be hard for me to win at this.
You don't
So
have to
we'll
buy
have different-
coffee to go to the coffee place, the
Right.
point is you're
I
talking
get
to the
it.
owner.
Right.
But,
No, what I was gonna say was, so that means we are putting different things on each version.
Yeah, we're curated to make it.
Yeah, give me some bars
Well, then
also.
we have to do 50, you mean?
That's what
Oh.
I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying.
I-
No, that's
Alright.
right.
That's
That's
No,
too
what
much.
I think
That's
it's
too
We
much.
should
25.
just vary the one card, just move the things around. Like,
Okay.
if you have one quarter that has 5, just put the 5th on the first and the 3rd.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The bar is easy. I mean, I think for 5 times a bar in 1 month. I think of 1 bar in corner, 1 primary. So can you also be more able to spend more when it to give you, I mean, a donation because the bar is way more, you know, because it's very bad when to give you as a small business, and then they love to be part of the community most of the time. So they'd be more you would have money from. See why I should do it. A bar here, a coffee here. I mean, I don't know.
I almost feel like maybe we should pull some, like, one business from each of the categories that we have, like the beauty,
Yeah.
Or,
beauty and barber, retail.
Yeah, I think goals.
or shouldn't it be just like you pick the 8 businesses you wanna kinda go to and just kinda leave it up to preference?
I think
Two different corridors.
Right, different, like
if
just say,
you,
well,
I
Yeah.
think that we should think, this is like, what does it look like to win, I think is where we're.
Yeah,
but
so
you
we-
would actually
right?
be
pick your, pick,
Should
if it's 10, then pick your 10. I mean, whatever 10 you choose, if it's coffee or not coffee, if it's.
Like, say there's like 4 coffee shops that wanna be part of it,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So maybe it could be like,
And
have a
bar.
coffee at, and it could list the 4 places, and then
Yeah, croissant.
either of the 4 they go, they get a check on
But what
that.
if I'm not into coffee? Like I don't drink coffee, so,
Then they
so
croissant.
that's a
What about-
mandatory.
Okay, so
Have a
Yeah.
drink.
what about like
Okay.
we get more
Then
businesses
they
that
croissant.
Okay, just go,
participate?
just visit the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Are
just
we
visit
gonna
there.
start,
Depends on
like-
that.
Okay, that's good.
Teaming them up,
Teaming them up,
But
or?
What do you mean?
I think the game card will be developed based off of what.
who's
Wow.
interested.
So,
So,
Yeah,
right,
exactly,
so
that's what I'm
we
saying, we
should
gotta
just
get
get to
people.
that part
Yeah, yeah,
first.
yeah.
Yeah, but we gotta see who's involved
Yeah,
first.
okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
then-
that's right. You're right.
So then we're hoping to have the
Flyer.
Fine,
But
fine,
I
yeah.
think this does, I think maybe the answer is that it's not a bingo card, I think we gotta be open to this idea that depending on what we get back, it might be more of like a
Yeah.
canceling
else.
or.
Yeah.
We gotta see what we come back.
Yeah.
Right, like, depend, right, it might just be
Yeah.
go on this little adventure and make it to the end,
Yeah.
like.
So we
Yeah,
goes back
even
to the
five
question
times.
of how are you winning? How,
Yeah,
how
you
does
go
one
5
win?
times to a bar, or you go 10 times to the same company, so,
Instead
yeah.
Did
So
you
I think
get,
we could put that off until we see who's in the pot, then we could.
Yeah,
I mean, right now,
See
it's
how the
just,
board.
yeah, we gotta see how it
Yeah.
looks, right?
but it could also be week 1, visit one of these businesses,
Yeah.
week 2, visit one of these
Depending on who's in.
businesses.
Right.
Because we
week
could
3,
get
Five
this
or 10.
out, this flyer
Yeah, that's the
out,
key.
and
That's
then
the-
we could have some feedback by our next
Yeah,
meeting.
that's, we need.
And then we could go, okay, well, we haven't really gotten that many people, or, but
Yeah.
we're
we
gonna
can
have
base
to
it upon
push
that,
this
yeah.
out
Yeah,
also.
you can see
So we have something to
Also
work
through
with,
our
it's real,
network.
that
And
we have
also
idea.
do
And then whoever jumps in, jumps in. but-
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, do we wanna talk about a date, a tentative date for a happy hour, like March, April,
Yeah,
March?
big spring, right?
I think that should be,
Soon as some spring
I get it.
starts,
yeah,
yeah.
it's still,
Like a
that's
drink
man,
that
when
makes
it's time being a little warmer, if I
Yeah, the first day that week of spring when it's, you know.
Well, if we're gonna do the scavenger hunt in May, we should maybe push it forward.
But no, we're just getting, no,
Okay,
we're just
you're right.
getting feedback, like who's participating, I mean, scavenger hunt is later, right?
Yeah, but it's gonna take us a lot of work to do the scavenger hunt, like, we could pop off a happy hour really easy in like 2
Yeah, I
months.
think it is, yeah. I mean,
So
it's
do
nice
we
after
just-
May, it's nice,
Yeah.
people
And
wanna
is
come
it
out.
for-
But we wanna give enough time
For
people to-
business owners, or
So you said we should push off
businesses.
the happy hour, just,
I mean, I think we should do it sooner rather than later.
what, the happy hour, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's so easy,
Soon
like,
as the
we
weather
should
breaks,
maybe
I mean, was that
find
March,
So-
that's the first
so-
day.
April,
Is
Yeah.
it
Just
fair
switch
to say that the happy hour
it's
and
be April, it's April, because April, there's some days it's sunny after some place some one to, you know.
But then the scavenger hunt is the
Yeah,
next.
you know, be at the end, right? It's in June.
No, we're starting it in May.
As far as the
So
getting-
it would be like, we do the happy hour and then the next meeting, it's like us doing the finishing touches before we roll out the scavenger hunt.
No, but people, happy hour for us, it can be over local business to come and meet and have a, I mean, we did last time on over coffee, now you try to over happy hour, or just have a drink with all of our businesses,
Even
whatever.
easier, the
Yeah.
bartenders do all the work.
That's how we did last time,
Yeah.
the Jimmy,
just have
we
to
talked
go.
to people,
We
Yeah.
can just
and you
show
show
up.
up, yeah.
It
So-
just
We
show
should
up.
do it at the end of
For
March,
the
so we
scavenger
have 2
hunt.
more meetings.
It would be
Yeah.
a great advertisement for the scavenger hunt.
Yeah, also, yeah,
So-
also,
so-
yeah.
Yeah, because if we do
So
that,
Let's do March.
yes, and then we can
I think we
introduce the
should.
scavenger hunt, yeah, so then we can let people know this is
Yeah,
coming
that's
up,
true.
and
That's
it's a conversation piece, and then, you know.
That's,
so then
that's
it's
good.
not March 1st for letting us know if you're interested,
Why not?
Oh shit.
because we're gonna do, I think the idea,
I didn't say
like
that.
theoretically, you know,
A
or
happy
someone
hour.
and you talk them into the.
Yeah,
Okay.
because people
Still
need
say
to
March
more people.
first, and then like talk about it there, so the
Yeah,
ones
they
that
need more
didn't
people.
sign up
Yeah.
can be like, what, I missed it, and
Yeah.
then if there's still some slots left, you can be like, there's still 5
That's a good
slots
point.
left.
That's a good point. That's like our fill-in, like.
Yeah.
Are you doing the scavenger
I think-
hunt?
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
big
big
deal. March first,
Wait,
yeah.
March.
We need to
But
meet.
also, that's
Well,
not
that's
backup.
the thing, that 15,
Right.
that's 20 are
Yeah.
signed up for.
If it's any interest, let me see if there's spots.
And it's like you go and empty
Yeah,
all
we
this.
got
Empty forms.
Yeah, that's like a
Got a
friend.
little bit of
You can show some things around.
It's like,
We can squeeze you
you
in.
just
It's
type,
all
type,
right.
type.
Did you bring anybody with you? Do you have any friends?
Do you have any other business owner friends? We'll go stop by, no worries.
Do you want 2 squares?
People are gonna be so excited to do this.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm excited.
Wait,
we can't wait.
Okay, so our February meeting is, where is it?
Not Valentine's Day.
It's on Valentine's Day?
No.
I hope it's a Friday.
You hope it's
I
on
hope-
Valentine's Day?
I said
I'm just
not.
kidding.
I hope it is.
Okay, let's see.
It's on a Friday.
It's on the 10th, February 10th, on a Monday. Is that a bad day for you?
It's just the week of Valentine's Day.
Well, I mean,
It's
a week of love.
It's
I
always
was
the
moved
second
by
one.
that.
I thought it was the
No,
first
we're
one.
supposed to
I
do
thought
it
we were
first,
doing the
and then
first
there's
Monday.
random
So did
ones-
I.
There's random ones where it's not the first.
What's the first
It's
Monday, the
supposed to be
3rd, no?
Yeah, the first is the 3rd.
I know when February 1st was.
Yeah, and then the March date is March 10th. So February 10th and March 10th.
How, why did it just shift from first Monday to second
I
Monday
have no
randomly in
idea.
November?
See, and then they be trying to play the little attendance game, and I'm like, it's y'all, not me.
I know,
That's
for
what she
real.
was
Oh,
doing.
so you- is it to you
Change
too?
all the time.
I was like, what?
I don't know.
I was mad. I told the damn
You're
you
right,
can be.
you're
I
right.
came in
Yeah,
for
out of
Tuesday
town.
night. No, you can be.
Yeah, and then
And
y'all
then
be
you
changing
Thursday
it.
night,
That's
like,
what
We want to be like a
I-
country support. Well, still
Oh.
consistency.
no, it's
I
not
think we should, no, let's figure this out if we want it to be the first, if we all agreed to come to a meeting on the first Monday of the month and then the long-term invitation came with some first Mondays and some second Mondays, don't we think we should push back?
I mean,
I don't know how I'm pushing back against.
I know,
It's
I'm
just
like-
how they,
I'm like pushing.
I think it's how they schedule it because
This is
they don't
all
wanna
those
be
people,
here
so, yeah.
every night, and so.
oh, is
But
that
then
why?
don't tell people to commit to the first Monday.
You tell me the second. Yeah, but fourth Tuesday.
Honestly.
So Monday, October second.
Yeah, I mean, at least you only have one meeting a month, so.
Me?
Yeah, we all have like.
For this
Doing
committee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
This month is 5.
I never
Okay, so maybe we do the happy hour regardless of if it's the first or second Monday after the March 10th meeting, so like around that third or fourth week in March. Seems like enough time?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
I
We can talk
could
about it, like,
pitch Nostrand in
17.
because he's closed. Like he's only opening for events and stuff like that, so he doesn't function every day. So that way, it's like it's a full takeover, and you don't have to worry about any conflict of any other guests there.
Is that what you do back now?
Good
We
idea.
can do it there?
What was the foot there?
Are we gonna do it on like a Thursday night?
Sure.
I mean, happy hours, but I mean,
Thursday, I like
so
We could
fun.
call it happy hour. We can have the thing.
It like sets me up for.
Yeah, I love happy hours.
So that'd be
Great.
fine.
I feel like
Yeah,
yeah,
Thursday
because
night
it
is
also
good.
doesn't commit, like doesn't make people have to leave their Friday plans.
Yeah.
It's like a nice pre.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
So
that's it.
March 20th or 27th?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good.
March
That's
20.
good.
Which date? So I can
Let's
ask
say
him.
March 20th.
I like March.
It's Thursday.
I think that's like
Yeah.
after my midterms end, so that's a perfect time to drink.
Great. Celebratory.
A little celebratory.
Yep.
You guys know there's a certain bartender that's there. Just tip her nicely.
Okay.
Whenever I pitch him in an event, I'm like, I'm working behind the bar. Okay,
Always.
We'll ask him now.
Okay, perfect.
Cool.
Tentative.
Okay, so next meeting, we should, see if we've gotten any feedback from the flyer, figure out what our next organizing steps are from there, and then finalize the happy hour stuff
Yeah.
and a flyer for that, so we can start blasting that out.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am going
February.
to just say, Vanessa, if you have been, Dante can get the flyer done by the 29th.
Okay,
That way for the UCAV.
yeah,
meeting.
the
And then
goal is the
it's
28th
already,
for
right?
the meeting.
And then we can
Okay.
pick it up and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just take
Right,
it
yeah, 'cause
there.
I
That would
think
be
we're gonna
awesome.
have to do foot for a lot of it.
For a lot of it.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think it would just be easier, that way we can like still talk,
Yeah.
get familiar with people. Don't forget.
Exactly.
We
Yeah.
have to figure out what people are in this.
What they want to happen.
No, maybe I misunderstood, for the scavenger hunt, right?
Oh, like
Like,
prize.
like when they go into the location, what are they looking for?
I'm done with the fun.
So we can come up with
The festival.
that. Some little ducks, whatever we can.
The ducks.
What is
They're
our
ducks.
CB9? What is like our
Ducks.
CB9?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, we could put like a CB9 plaque or something.
We need something
Oh, yeah,
like
those are
sassy
better,
or
yeah.
spicy. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
our dish.
maybe like
Because it's
that. Yeah.
unusual, they have to really find it.
Yeah, something small.
Something cute.
Something
cute
cute.
or.
The cute is the ducks.
The ducks is cute. I mean, it's
No,
kind of
ducks
stealing somebody
means
else's
nothing
idea.
to us.
Like,
Alright, what
Does it?
about,
We need
what do we
like
do?
we need like a vet that's lived in the neighborhood for like forever to be like, this is it.
The turtle.
No, you can use the eagle, like, yeah.
Yeah, they said it. It's a turtle.
No,
Of course,
but
I
let's
thought
go
I was
on the
like a veterinarian.
vet.
Yeah.
He's really going with the
That's
animal
what-
thing,
that's what
huh?
he said,
No,
right?
she means like a veteran.
Like a veteran.
President. That's what she.
That's why I said turtle.
We need a vet.
What's
I was
the
like, what's
animal?
little that they could give you?
What is the
I
animal
thought it
thing? I didn't.
Veterinarian also.
I don't know. We could do like a mango.
Just a rotting mango in the corner of the store. Don't mind that. That's a scavenger
hunt.
hunt.
Scavenger hunt. Extra rotten, the better.
Go find it.
Okay. Alright, I think we're good, right?
Okay, so, yeah, so we're gonna meet up on February 10th, you say?
Well, that's what it says. Would you guys like to meet
We're not
the
just,
week earlier if we can switch it?
but things like.
It looks,
This one, it should book this one, maybe they got a holiday or they put that for something else.
So we're essentially moving to the second week now.
Okay, well.
I mean, let's
But that's okay, but
This
still.
conflicts with another meeting, but.
I mean,
it doesn't look like, it looks like the first week they have Thursday night meeting. I think that's why they didn't give it to us. Maybe, I don't know, let's see, there's already 2 meetings here that Thursday night. We don't wanna meet on Friday. And, I mean,
not on the Friday.
I don't know if they wanna just move us, maybe they'll also move youth services?
So
I don't know,
what-
we could ask, would you guys prefer the 3rd over the 10th?
No, 10 is okay, but
Doesn't matter to me.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
say.
don't have a preference for February, I just know March 10th.
March
I'm
10th,
out.
you can't do it,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Because of-
Uh,
Okay, let me ask Dante and then.
yeah, that's not
Give his answer to you guys until you guys see us. Alright,
Fine.
alright, great, good meeting.
Yes!
Yay!
So awesome.
School vacation?
No, and the meeting, was I in this one?
Yeah, but he's ready to go.
Good.
It's always one person out.
That's